I don't have time for dancing. That's just gonna have to wait a while.
Hey guys, COUY here, and welcome to COUY Reviews Season 2. Yeah, another year, another dozen reviews. Since it's Black History Month, we'll start this off with another animated film with a black lead. And surprise, it's Disney's first black princess, The Princess and the Frog. It's the story of Tiana, who dreams of opening her own restaurant, but she meets a talking frog who turns out to be a prince, and goes on an adventure to turn that prince back into a human. This is one of the first movies in the Disney revival, alongside Bolt and Tangled, and the three films put Disney animation back in the map, both critically and financially. So we already got a good movie in our hands. Or do we? Let's dive into the story, shall we? Now, what makes this adaptation unique is its modern twist, having the movie be set in New Orleans, and the original novel exist within the universe, taking liberties to be subtle with its fourth wall breaking, and a different view of royalty. It makes the story here very engaging with the hard work Tiana does to get her a restaurant, the swamp journey to the bayou, etc. I also have to mention the heart of the movie, which tells the message of love and hard work, which is really inspiring and powerful, and even though it has said a few times in the movie, the moral still displayed itself through and through. The musical numbers give out a style of New Orleans jazz and a bit of swamp country, and both genres pay off extremely well in Disney form, and songs like Down in New Orleans, Almost There, Friends on the Other Side, Down in the Bayou, Dig a Little Deeper, Ma Belle Evangeline, and Gonna Take You There are vocal proof that the three styles work together. This movie is also really funny. Not as hilarious as Aladdin or Emperor's New Groove, but the humor is still well executed. They even got butt jokes and comedic flirting right. That's a rarity for a Disney animated feature. Did I mention the film opens up with a nod to the studio's anthem? How clever. This comeback to Disney fairy tales started off by taking something familiar and finding a way to make it something new, and it kept going for other installments of their revival era, and it's thanks to this film. Moving on to the animation, Disney has certainly upgraded their hand-drawn animation from home in the range. That movie looked like a TV show compared to this, and that's not because of the lighting or the movements, but because of the software. For Princess and the Frog, they found out that the caps system is broken, so they went for Toon Boom Harmony instead, and the visuals still look phenomenal with the new software. The backgrounds capture New Orleans very well with the nice colors and the beautiful paintings. The character design may stick to the Disney Renaissance style, but they still look good and fitting for the setting, and each one is uniquely memorable. The character animation carries the 90s era's quality to a new generation with effort and energy. The best thing the animation offered is the effects. From Dr. Facilier's voodoo to the fireflies, these are some of the greatest effects in an animated feature. The animation is the step in the right direction for bringing back the second dimension. Let's jump into the characters to see what they got. For starters, you have Princess Tiana, the waitress that dreams of her restaurant and doesn't have time for any fairy tale crap like Prince Charming's or Happily Ever Afters. I'm going to say that she is my favorite Disney princess, cause of her impact in the princesses after her. She isn't literally a princess until the end of the movie, when she turns back into a human. Once she kisses that frog and goes on that swamp journey, she ends up warming up to Madden and the swamp animals, and still keeps her long-time goal. Speaking of him, he is hilarious and likable. Then there's the bad guy of the picture, Dr. Facilier the Shadow Man. He's a very cool and threatening villain that brings the creativity in the animation which has shadows, and even some tension to the third act. We also have supporting characters like Louise, the jazz-playing crocodile, Mama Odie, another magician, Charlotte, Tiana's friend and a poor little rich girl, and Ray, who also supplied the comedy which has booty jokes. These characters are also funny and enjoyable with their likable traits, and so do the ones I mentioned before. Overall, Princess and the Frog is a fantastic fairy tale flick that's unique and self-aware enough to reshape the legacy of Disney animation for the 2010s with a fresh twist in the Frog Prince story that's original, classic traditional animation that makes New Orleans immersive, catchy jazz-style songs, and a cast where most, if not, every character is memorable. If you are in a Disney mood, or a person who loves animated features, or just want a feel-good musical, there is no such thing as a bad time to give this a watch. Sure, I consider Bolt more of the beginning of the Disney revival, like some historians do, but this still solidified that age of filmmaking. This movie is getting the Heart badge without a doubt, but it's also one of my favorite Disney animated features to date. Stay tuned for the next review, which is a leftover from last year that's coming from a company that used to be only known for Macs and iPhones. This is COUY, signing out.